Well, hello there. Happy Saturday. I am just waking up. I just washed my face, threw on some clothes. I'm going to put some sunscreen on and throw my hair up because it's supposed to rain in a few hours for the whole weekend. So there's a few things I have to do outside. I want to take advantage of this morning time. So that's where we're gonna start. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So my daughter Courtney agreed to take me to the UPS store today and whatnot. A couple things I have to do if I buy her Starbucks. So she said she'll call me when she wakes up. My hair's so tangled. She said she will call me when she wakes up. So, and I am not doing anything fancy with my hair because I'm gonna be working. Saturday tends to be my more physical day, like if I have stuff to do in the yard or in the garage or around the house or whatever. And then Sunday tends to be my more cerebral day, like I'll do laundry, but most of it is computer work or things I can do sitting there relaxing, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna put some leave-in conditioner. Oh, that was so much, holy cow. Some leave-in conditioner in my hair and put it up. My backyard is starting to look so nice, you guys. I don't know if you saw a little clip I put of it on Instagram and Facebook, but it's starting to look so nice. And I can't wait to spend a lot of time out there this summer. The only thing I'm gonna do different next summer, I think, is that the furniture I have right now was just a cheap set that I could afford last year when I first moved in. And the next phase is I wanna get better furniture, like bigger, cushier, more comfortable furniture, maybe hang a swing or something like that. But beyond that, you know, my son-in-law Robbie had come and taken down, he cut down my gazebo that had collapsed under the snow, if you remember. And then, let's see, oh, I have something in my eye. My son-in-law had cut down that gazebo, and I've just done so much work out there, and I probably should have filmed it, but I always feel torn about that because I'm like, I'm not a DIY channel. I watch them, but I'm not a DIY channel. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys really even want to see that stuff, but I've done a whole lot of work out there. Okay, I'm not wearing any makeup. I just have sunscreen on, put my hair up with some deep conditioner, and we are gonna go from there. I have to find my phone. The temperature's not horrible, but it's gonna rain, so it's muggy.
Front door.
My pretty flowers. I always say good morning to them. Oh yeah, it's muggy out here, yuck. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, pretty flowers. You smell so pretty. Thank you so much for blessing my home. You look beautiful. You guys are growing so good. And I'm not sure what these guys are. They haven't bloomed yet. I don't know what they are, but I can't wait to see them. I need to hang a hook for my fern. This is a rug for the pool deck. I haven't gotten it out there yet. Ay, ay, ay. So, yeah, I've gotten so much done out there. There's still some things that need done, but what I've gotten done so far is I painted the furniture, all the furniture that needed painted. That was a chore and a half. I pressure washed the patio. I spread more sand on the pavers, and then, tragedy, I was just about done because you know you have to spread the sand and use a broom and push it into all the pavers. Oh, that might be my daughter. Okay, so what I was saying is that you have to dump it's a special kind of sand that goes on pavers on the patio. You dump it all on and then you use a broom to push it in between the pavers, and then you have to remove all of the excess and then get it wet so that it sets like cement in between the pavers. Well, I was too lazy to walk up front and get my leaf blower at that moment, and so I was just trying to use a broom to push it and and then sweep up the excess, and then I planned to blow it off later. But before I could get done with it all, because that way took way longer, and before I could get done with it all, it started pouring down rain. So all of that sand that was left on the surface that hadn't been blown off yet, it turned into this like yucky, gritty, filmy bleh, all over the top of my patio. So irritating, but whatever, we just pretend it doesn't exist. I mean, I've read that you can use like a certain kind of acid or even some vinegar to get it off, but that will also remove it from inside the pavers, and I'm like, I don't want to start over. I'll just deal with it for this moment. Maybe when I have more energy at some time, but this is not the time. And then I sanded and stained the pergola. That was a chore too. And I only had so much stain left from last summer when I did the fences. And so I was trying to like nickel and dime this stain to like get every drop I could and cover all the places. So I started with the most visible and, you know, just wanted to make sure I had enough. And I was down to like one of my last little trays, and I dropped the whole tray of stain all over the patio, stained my pavers. I got a big stain mark. Calm down, it's okay. I was so upset. I can't believe that the neighbors didn't call the police with the barrage of like curse words and screaming that were coming out of my backyard. I was so mad. And you know, it was one of those tipping points where I was so hot and tired and exhausted and like fed up with this project anyways, and I was sweating to death. Sweat was in my eyes, and this goes all over my pavers and leaves a huge stain, and I was so upset. And so, yeah, I definitely had a human moment there. And then sliding door. Yeah, it's hot out here. Let's see. I hung my wind chimes. I stained the pergola. I got all of the furniture in here and set up. I painted some furniture. I got an umbrella and put it together and got it back here. Hung some plants. Vera picked out some flowers, and Freya picked out my gazing ball, and it's so pretty. That's the one I would have picked out too. So I'm glad that's the one she liked. It's really pretty. I don't know that camera does it justice. I spread some soil over there. Oh, look. I spread soil over here. I dumped a big packet of wildflower seeds because I figure I'll just grow wildflowers here. And this is day 4. And there are hundreds of little sprouts all coming up. That's exciting. And I got the pool. Well, the pool is open and it's fairly clean. I have to, what do I have to do? I need to get the robot vacuum in there today. Ugh, this patio's gross with all that sand. Ugh. Yeah, it's nice and pretty. I still need to get the robot vacuum in here because there's like some leaves in the bottom of the pool and whatnot. So I need to get all that vacuumed up, and then I need to power wash off the ladder, get the ladder in. I need to put the rug down here, put the lounger chair up here, get it all set up and pretty. But I think in a couple weeks I've made a whole lot of progress. I'm pleased. So today, what I wanted to do was work on cleaning the pool, which I don't know if that's even worth it since it's gonna rain, because the rain tends to leave a bunch of dirt in the pool anyways, but I think I might do at least one pass with the vacuum. And then I wanted to hang curtains on the pergola, because I initially didn't plan to, because I like the way it looks right now. And however, when you sit there, it's cloudy today because it's going to rain, but normally when you sit here in the morning, the sun blasts you from that side. The sun blasts the back of your head from there, and then in the afternoon or evening, when the sun's going down, it's right there and it blinds you. So we need curtains. And I was gonna hang some white ones, some white patio curtains, right? But as you guys know, it's a low spend year for me, and I didn't want to spend the money on them, but I was gonna do it. So I had them in my cart on Amazon forever, and then my company gave me a $100 gift card for Nurses Week, and you get to choose what store you wanted it at. Not every store is available, but there are a lot of them. So I chose Kohl's because I figured I could get some curtains from there, right? And if you're not in America, I'm not sure if you know what Kohl's is. Kohl's is a department store that sells clothes and home decor and things like that. So I got it for Kohl's, but you know what? Kohl's white patio curtains, they had them for like $68 a panel. I'm like, you're out of your mind. I am not paying $68 for one panel for a white patio curtain. So they had another set that was only like $17 a panel, but they only had them in browns. So I don't know if you could see behind me those beige curtains laying on the table there. I got 4 beige panels because I figured we're just gonna have to do tan. It is what it is. I would rather have free curtains than white curtains. I can always switch them out at another time. So then I saw that they had lanterns. They were on sale for like half price, and they were, I don't know, maybe $20. But anyways, after my gift card and some coupons, because if you don't know, Kohl's has the best coupons and discounts, hello. And although they've changed, they're not as good since the pandemic. Everything's changed, nothing's the same. But they still have pretty good coupons. So between my gift card and the coupons, I got 4 curtain panels, 4 lanterns for my yard, and out of pocket I only spent $14. So hey. So today I was planning to hang those. I had 2 long curtain rods here. Actually, I had 1 long black curtain rod that I never used. And then I had, last year when I had a yard sale, I had bought a long like closet pole that I was gonna hang from the roof of my garage, the ceiling inside the garage, to hang clothes on, but I never used it, so it's just been sitting in the garage. So I was gonna spray paint that black because it's like a silver or stainless color. I was gonna spray paint that black, and then, so that gives me 2 poles I have to hang the curtain on. And then I just, on Amazon, I bought some brackets to hang it from, and some tie backs to tie them back to the pole while I'm not using them. And so out of pocket, it was quite cheap. It was, I mean, the brackets were like $2 or $3. The tie backs might have been, I don't know, $5 or $6 maybe. Yeah, I probably didn't spend more than $20 for that whole project to have curtains and lanterns. Yeah, so that, thank you, universe. Hey. It was just like that dropping the stain on the patio situation. I did something that I'm so mad at myself for. I painted my kitchen. And then I'm in the kitchen and working on a project. And right in the middle of the mess, I spot my camera and I'm thinking, oh wow, yeah, it probably would have been a good idea to be filming all of this. So you will join the project in action. So as you can see, Armageddon is happening in my kitchen. What degree you're at, honestly, right? It's kind of like a cusp on the rise. You know, hearing him sing this song at his concert we went to was the first time I believed in love. Girlfriend wasn't. Oh, I forgot that was on. You can turn that on. I don't have any after shots of it yet because I want to get it all clean, and as you can see I have all the things for all my projects sitting around, so it's not photo worthy yet. But I painted the backsplash and I painted the cabinet pulls. I didn't buy new ones yet because low spend year. I painted all the brown trim around the top. Well, I had found a couple spots on my fridge and I got what was supposed to be a non-abrasive scrubby. Scrubbed the spots, but I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but this whole thing is just swirl marks and scratches and scuffs. So I scrubbed, wiped it away, and noticed my refrigerator was ruined. I'm so glad that if it was going to happen that I did it and no one else, so that I couldn't be really mad at them. I can't believe I did that. So I have been watching some tutorials and stuff, and they were talking about how if you get really, really fine sandpaper, that can help. So I got like 1,000 grit. If you guys know anything about this, let me know. I got 1,000 grit sandpaper, and you can't just do the spot. You have to like do the whole panel and kind of regrain the whole panel. So I'm gonna try it. I mean, I can't make it much worse, so wish me luck there. Okay, I need coffee. Coffee, coffee, please. Coffee. Give me coffee. Guys, whenever you think that only you could be the one, no one could be as bad as you, this is what ADHD looks like. Starting the coffee pot, realize it sounds funny, and then looking over and realize there was no cup under it. You never put a coffee cup down. Yeah, you're not alone. Hi, Corky. Hi. So Courtney and I are going to go to the UPS store, but first, she just got a surprise text from my mom and dad, her grandma, grandpa, saying, surprise, we're at your house to drop something off. And she's like, so we have to run back to her house real quick and see my parents for a minute. And then we're going to go to the UPS store, Starbucks. I'm starving, but yeah, we're going to go from there. So we have gotten Starbucks and we stopped by her house. I played with her puppy Milo, my little grandpup. Saw my parents, just dropped off some returns at the UPS store. Nothing in my P.O. box. Feeling unloved. And she just decided she needs to stop at Lowe's for something. I'm like, I want to go to Lowe's. I want some plants or flowers or something. So that will be the next stop.
And Mexican pizza.
Oh yeah, because Mexican pizza is back at Taco Bell. Hello. And I literally almost cried when it went away, because that was my favorite thing to get at Taco Bell. That's like the OG standard, and it went away. And it just came back on the 19th. I had it in my calendar in my phone to remind me to go buy one. So we're gonna stop at Taco Bell and get a Mexican pizza too. Yeah, this is a day of health. This is a day of health. Like,
iced coffee, Mexican pizza, and flower shopping.
Right, it's a good day. Okay, we have obtained the prize. So these boxes are huge. Ooh, hey. It looks sloppy, but it looks so good. My grandpa always said nothing good is, okay, everything good is always messy. If it's good, it has to be messy. I am so full.
It's a good pizza.
It was so good. Oh my God, it was like crack. I was like, were they always this good? I mean, I know it was my favorite, but like, is it just because I missed them so much, or were they always this good? And the thing is, I should only be able to eat about a quarter of that thing, you know, since having gastric sleeve surgery. I smashed the whole thing. It was so good.
Delicious. It was so good. I ate mine too.
Oh my gosh. Now I can hardly breathe, but you know,
now to go shop for flowers.
Hey, come on, Coco. I love ferns. They have to be like some of my favorite plants.
She looks good.
She's pretty. She wants to come home with you.
This one?
Maybe that one? Is that a good one? Or one of those up there? She's kind of sparse. This is a thick bitch.
Nicki Minaj. Hold on.
Maybe one of these. This is a big Bertha. That's pretty.
Alright, these work.
All right, you're coming home with us. I have a flag if you want it.
He's been wanting a flag to put in our flag.
Yeah, it's still in the wrapper. When you drop me off, I'll give it to you. Just got a couple little things to add to the flower beds. Some pretty stuff. Oh my God. I'm so hot. Oh my God. So I didn't even film me planting the flowers because I thought I was gonna die. It's so hot outside. Of course I picked the hottest day. And not just hot, but it's so humid. It's like 90 degrees plus and probably 90% humidity because it's getting ready to storm. I got them planted and they aren't perfect because I was just like, get them in the ground or not, because we don't have time for perfection because we may die. So I got them in the ground. Now the only real step left is to mulch. So Courtney is supposed to be talking to her husband, either my son-in-law Anthony or my son-in-law Robbie, because they're both in landscaping. I'm gonna buy mulch from one of their companies and they're gonna deliver it, dump it in my driveway, and I can put it on the flower bed. So the beds are not mulched yet, but and this was just a preliminary plan for my flower beds. I just wanted to get something in them, and maybe next year I'll do something fancier. But first of all, look how big, look how tiny these little ones are. And then look how massive girlfriends are growing. Holy cow. So anyways, I just bought a couple of little fillers for there, and then as they grow I can always split them. And then in the back, my peonies have not quite bloomed yet. I can't see the screen. Are we good? The peonies have not quite bloomed yet, but they're getting there. And then this is where I planted all the little wildflowers that will be blooming. And then I just bought those two little orange plants. I don't remember what they're called, like firecrackers or something like that. So those will be pretty. And then I bought this one over here. I had a fern there that had died, so that'll fill in nicely, but that's as good as it gets today because I thought I was gonna keel over. It's so hot. So right now I just have a few things left that I want to do before it starts raining. That's really imperative. I think I'm going to stick the robot in the pool, let it vacuum for an hour or so. While that's going, I want to hang a hook out here to hang my fern on, and I think that might be it for right now, but we'll see. We'll start there. She goes. The battery usually lasts an hour, hour and a half. I'm ready to go dive in that 70-degree pool. I'm so hot. I look like a tomato. I remember the other thing I was going to do though. And so I already just did one of them. But since I moved in here, I have planned on replacing the screws in my door frame, like let me show you. The screws like here for where the deadbolt goes. Most of the time, like I just did the ones downstairs. Let me show you. These are the tiny little screws that were in the door. These are what I replaced them with because it makes it, when you just have these tiny little screws, it's so easy for people to break in your house and like kick in your door. So I am replacing the screws, and it's so easy. It takes 2 seconds, but it could really protect you if you need it. Look, I don't know if you could see how tiny. This is probably only 1/4 of an inch long. And that's what's protecting my home. That is so ridiculous. What were they thinking? So the rain came before I could totally get done. So I did hang the hook, hung up my fern. Oh, that's one of those little lanterns I got at Kohl's. I got 4 of them. But anyways, so I got a little bit done. We're on our way. I think I am going to get something to drink, cool down, take a shower, and then see what my next steps are. The weather's starting to look pretty bad out there. I hope it doesn't get too bad because I really don't want to go hang out in the bathroom again for a tornado warning in case you missed that video. It's looking pretty rough.
Sliding door.
I request the most benevolent outcome for the safety of my home and my flowers and my property and me, that we would be kept safe and free from injury, free from damage, free from harm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Archangel Michael, can you please help? Guardian Angel, can you please protect my home? Thank you. Good morning, love bugs. Happy Sunday. So last night was just a whole lot of rain and bad weather, as you saw, but we're okay. Everything's good. It's supposed to do it again today. You can see the wind chimes blowing, but we're okay. So today is just gonna be an indoor day. It's cold anyways. It's not cold. That's dramatic. It's 61 right now, I think. So it is definitely chilly, down from the like 90 degrees it was yesterday. So I'm just gonna stay in the house, and I have to do the laundry, do the floors. I need to work on some videos, that kind of thing. And my voice is so deep today. I sound like an old smoker. I don't know why. I sound husky. I wonder why. Anyways, so I'm gonna make some coffee and get started there. And because of the rain, my joints really hurt and I'm having trouble walking. My feet are killing me. I don't know if any of you guys have issues like that, but I have bad ankles and I have plantar fasciitis, and my feet hurt to walk on them so bad sometimes. And so I actually have a wobble board there, and I have a thing that you use to stretch your feet for plantar fasciitis. And I have them kind of permanently parked in front of the coffee because that's where I spend the most time. But I think I need to take a little time and do some stretching and like working on my ankles today, working on my balance. I heard Fergie in my head just now, working on my fitness. Okay, let's get started. Oh, that's painful. I found this YouTube video on, it's a whole channel on ADHD yesterday, and they were talking about clutter. And, you know, I don't really have a cluttered home, but I have moments of clutter. Like my kitchen table and my kitchen counter are almost always cluttered because like whatever current project I'm working on, the stuff just lands there. And they were talking about how you can't beat yourself up for clutter because you have to determine what kind of clutter it is, because with ADHD there tend to be two different kinds of clutter. One was clutter in motion and one was clutter in stasis. Clutter in motion means that these are all the things that you need for the current project you're hyper focusing on, they're getting used, or you're preparing your mind. You're climbing the wall of hesitation. You're climbing the wall, getting ready to use them, wrapping your mind around the project. But that clutter in stasis is clutter that just sits there, and it basically just becomes part of the scenery because it's been there for so long that you just forget it even exists. And it's the clutter in stasis that is the negative clutter and that you should address, but that clutter in motion, you just have to accept as part of your life. Like, it's inevitable. If you have ADHD, you will have these little moments of clutter in motion. And that made so much sense to me. Like, I felt so seen for the first time in my life. And like, I felt so seen, and it made so much sense to me. And yeah, it made me feel a lot better. I really liked that. So maybe that'll help one of you guys too. Because in my kitchen, like right now, I can go in and tell you what every single project there is for, and that it's going to be done any day now, you know, as soon as the weather permits, or as soon as I have time, whatever. Or there are things that, like, I know they're coming, I know I need to do them, but they intimidate me a little bit, and so I'm procrastinating, but I'm wrapping my mind around it. I'm climbing the wall, if you will. And so some of those things just need a little bit longer runway before I'm ready to tackle them, before I'm ready to take flight. So, but anyways, that made me feel a lot better, and like, I don't have to beat myself up so much about it. It just is what it is, and it's my home, and who cares, right? So I guess the moral of the story of this vlog is basically a whole lot of self-acceptance and going with the flow, and knowing that it's okay to accept yourself exactly how you are. It's okay to ask for help. Do what you need to do to show yourself a little grace and help yourself out. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me this weekend. I appreciate it, and I love every one of you. I am going to spend the rest of the day doing fun stuff like laundry and mopping the floors. And then maybe edit this and get it out. And I hope you have an amazing week. I have 4 work days until I get 10 glorious days off. Happy dance. Thank you for loving me, even though I'm a great big nerd. I hope you have an awesome week. I'll talk to you soon.